I'm Andy. I teach mythology and folklore. Welcome back to Tantalizing Myths. We pick back up with the Wolf of Little Red Riding Hood. Last time we looked at him as possibly being a supernatural creature, but what if it's not that complicated? What if we're meant to understand the wolf as representing something else? Could the wolf just be a metaphor for a man? Red talks to the wolf, which is something that a person would only do with another human being. This is most likely the understanding to take as we jump down to the moral at the end of the story to see I say wolf, but there are various kinds of wolves. So, yes, the story's narrator wants us to think of the wolf metaphorically. This makes a certain degree of sense. As mentioned, Red talks to it, but also we know there are woodcutters working nearby in the forest. How close? Close enough to notice a wolf devouring Red Riding Hood. So, quite possibly within view of their entire conversation. If this is a literal wolf, that would probably be alarming to see Red and the wolf so close together. And we would hope, though it's not a guarantee, that this wouldn't be like a proverbial mugging in New York City where people just blithely go on their business. Just a quick aside, I've been to New York a couple of times, and both times have been great, and I didn't run into anyone unfriendly. To me, the stereotype doesn't hold. I remember in particular that wonderful older man in front of the New York Public Library telling us no trip to New York is complete without running into a crazy guy on the street. Still wish I had gotten a picture with him. Digression aside, the woodcutters are close enough to give the wolf pause, so they may even see the interaction. This idea would certainly mitigate any bad parenting awards we wish to give Red's mom, if she believed others might watch over Red. Since the wolf is concerned about them, it's likely they would intervene if they saw a young woman talking to a literal wolf. Talking to a man, however, might not trip any alarms. However, we also come to the main problem of this metaphorical interpretation of the wolf cannibalism. The wolf eats Red and Grandma, but there's no Chianti to be had. In fact, the wolf must be a cannibal. This is not purely a matter of raw hunger, as he instructs Red to put the cake in the little pot of butter upon the stool. A hungry person would likely opt for butter and cake over cannibalism, particularly raw cannibalism. I don't picture Grandma Tartare being a particularly appetizing dish. Reading the wolf as a metaphor for a man, albeit an uncivilized, potentially wild man of the woods, forces the story into cannibalism. Unless, not only do we read the wolf as a metaphor, we must read the devouring as metaphorical as well. We'll explore that next time. However, be warned, we're moving into not safe for work territory. Next time on Tantalizing Myths.